get us out for good. I'ma get us out for good.
Like the Martyr.
A whole lot of pressure, a lot of people depending on me. The people on me, a lot of cases pending on me. Should've warned me, a lot of faces befriended on me, but never harm me. Remember, I keep the thing up on me. Few believers, a lot more doubters. A few sunny days and a lot more showers. A few real niggas and a lot more cowards. That equal more caskets, a lot more flowers. Love to see vet eyes watery, not a chance at it. If life's a movie, you niggas won't get a glance at it. Front row premieres is where the man said us. Never been offended by hate until my man said it. They acting like I ain't supposed to change when niggas starving, and I'm so close to change. The world evolving, people so close to strange. As soon as I get it, they lives are supposed to change. They looking different, gotta get us out this area. Knowing what I'm willing to do is making it scarier. Need a backyard and garage for a Carrera. Niggas a barrier for driving a super America. Out the hood, it's the last thing I do. If it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out for good. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out the hood. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out for good. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do. Every time we read up, we got a little closer, but never got as far as we supposed to. Never got the jobs we supposed to. Degrees was for nothing. For niggas dream to open up something, but dream was for niggas to sleep. We never got much. Mean when it came to these beats, I had a hot touch. Wasn't worried about being shelved to sound funny. All we needed was Rockefeller startup money. Pardon, I mean riot, squad up money. Something with automatic start money. Look, the same hood mentality. In it or out it, never half-assed with nothing. If I'm in it, I'm bout it. I got to get from around it. I don't know why it's draining me. Like these bitches that they sucking me dry. It's plain to see. We don't stand tall, we fly high. Though they hate to see us leave, they always I'ma get us out the hood. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out for good. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out the hood. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out for good. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do. What type of nigga wants to leave what made him? They all say it, it's verbatim. You know me, smooth as the other side of the thumbtack. Sometimes you gotta leave just so you could come back. Gotta go away so that niggas will miss you. Born and raised here, coming home's not an issue. For rocks mine till I decide to give it up. My niggas deserve better, they wanna live it up. And we don't wanna stun on the hood. We try and show the majority our living is good. We gotta break the cycle, jail's a tradition. Gotta show the youngins it's better living conditions. The thought of it's like hopping your first quarter, or being saved and touching the freshest water, or the joy of the birth of your first daughter. Gotta get us out of the hood, I'ma get us out the hood. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out for good. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out the hood. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do, I'ma get us out for good. If it's the last thing I do, if it's the last thing I do.
Like the Martyr.